Toaster, what's up?
Hello.
So we're doing Reddit today.
Mm-hmm.
You excited? You excited?
Yes.
Yes. So this is the first one that we have. My boss just told me he thinks paid vacations are a waste of money. My job is in Mexico, and my boss is American. We were having a chat about work conditions in the U.S., and I asked him if they had paid vacation days in the U.S., like in Mexico. Example, you work a year and you get 12 days off with pay. The amount of days increases every year. He told me he thinks that's just a waste of money and time, that he can't fire people for taking days off, and it sucks because you are giving money away for free. And then I asked him if in the U.S. does they have that. And he says, in the U.S., I can fire you if I don't like you, and I think that's pretty great, unlike here. But we don't get paid days off, which sucks because they are way behind in times, which really doesn't make sense if he gets mad when people put in vacation days. But he would generally like getting vacation days, but not his employees having days off.
Oh.
That was confusing. I'm confused. Do you understand that? I'm confused.
Yeah. You can't take. It sounds like you can't just take days off if you're like sick. You have to take vacation days. And they have a certain. It sounds like they have a certain amount of days with pay. And then he's just complaining about both. It sounds like.
I'm confused because a lot of jobs have paid time off. They have vacation days, and they have sick days. And it sounds like he thinks paid vacation days are a waste of time and money.
Because, it sounds like in his way of thinking, you're paying them to not do work. That's in his mind.
Yes, but, people have lives. People don't just live to work. That's why they have these kinds of days, because people get burned out and stuff. If you don't have these kinds of things, then people might just quit because they just don't like working every single day, besides their regular days off. So he just sounds weird. It sounds like it's actually coming out of his actual paycheck, which I don't know. Is it? I don't know what his position is. It sounds weird.
Or he's like a manager or something?
Maybe. I don't know. It sounds weird. Let's read the comments. He should think of it as an investment in not being murdered by an employee who snaps under the pressure, monotony. That's funny. Like this shit right here. You're paying to keep your employees functioning for longer. It's not a waste. You don't, or at least shouldn't, consider infrastructure cost a loss of money. It's an investment into keeping your society functioning. It's the exact same thing for your workers. They need rest, and rest with added financial security is much more restful. Exactly. Do you like burned out employees? Lack of vacations are how you get burned out. Unproductive employees. That's exactly it, People, that's nobody wants to be at work every single day, unless they really like their job. What?
That one.
What is?
After you, I got mine.
That's funny.
Your boss is an utter a-hole.
That's hilarious. You get paid vacation at every job in Mexico? That sounds awesome. Right? Almost every other country in the world has a government that demands workers have the right to paid days off, because freedom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Workers have almost zero rights in the United States. I don't know about that. It's better than a lot of other countries. It's a first world country still, so.
Well, yeah, but no one's perfect, so you gotta.
Yeah, still room for improvement. The richest third world country in history. That's funny. Yeah, we're a first world country, but we have some backwards things.
Because we're fresh.
Fresh, I guess. Maybe.
I mean, we're not an old country.
No, but we've had a lot of things in line, the same time frame as other first world countries. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So glad I don't live there in Europe and doing some 40-hour minimum wage job that I like, 25 working days of paid leave, which is 5 weeks of vacation every year, no limit on sick days. No wonder why on this sub you hate working so much. That's funny. Remember, it is 5 weeks plus holidays, which is most Europe countries in about 10 to 15 more days per year. And the USA, many employers do not give paid federal holidays.
Yes.
They can even just ignore the federal holidays and require employees to work. That's true. That is painfully true.
Yeah, people got families and lives.
Exactly. Like they a lot of people
Just
work
because you're
to provide.
lonely and depressed doesn't mean that everyone else is lonely and depressed and doesn't have a family.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, his thought process doesn't even make sense. Even if he doesn't like it, he should at least understand why it's there.
Yeah.
And just be like, I don't want to pay for this, but people's feelings, rah, 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 he's acting like he doesn't even understand. That's just silly. Vacation days that you could actually take used to be normal in America. Now they either don't give them to you or they give them to you on paper but take them away when you try to use them. America needs communism to come back. Only when people are afraid of riot and revolution will they start being a little more reasonable. Right.
Yeah, we got like a bunch of bratty children everywhere here.
Mm-hmm.
Grown-up bratty children.
Okay. Next one.
Okay.
This dude.
Yeah.
It's under
Hello, this
it's
dude.
under facepalm. Mr. Darius. If women aren't sexually attractive, men wouldn't bother talking to them. Women are boring.
That's sexist. I'm sorry. That's so
Men
weird.
are more interesting, funnier, and overall a better source of conversation than women. You wouldn't waste time talking to a woman unless you want to have sex with her. Well,
I can't tell
since
if they're
women
I
are
can't tell if they're trolling or not.
right, I don't know. I feel like it could be true. The women are boring. Just sounds silly. Sounds like a little kid.
Oh.
But if you really feel this other way, you could always switch teams. I think all women would love you to switch teams right here.
Yeah.
We're all for that. Let's see the comments. It's gonna be awesome. Moderator here. Serious ancient Greek vibes coming off this dude. Ancient Greek vibe? Oh well, yeah. I've even heard some popular philosophers talk down about women. What? Wait, let me see. Men are also better kissers. Probably that guy. Men give better BJs too. Yep, I feel like this part of the comments are definitely the vibe he should follow. Let's look at the rest. This has to be gold. Well, it's true. At least I've heard, by the way, not talking from experience. Like,
Sure.
if you're wondering, I didn't get a BJ from a guy. You did.
Sure.
Well, I certainly didn't get a BJ from a guy. I come from a Christian family, and the Bible clearly dictates that it is more blessed to give than to receive.
Oh my gosh.
That is hilarious.
A little.
Ew, the whole mouth thing. This is ew. Let's do more. Okay. It is more blessed to give than to receive. It is.
Oh my gosh.
What happens when you give and receive? Does that mean I'm going to super heaven? I mean, my friend. Definitely not me, because I would never.
Oh my
It
gosh.
actually cancels out. So they put you in limbo. Real fun place. There's lots of music and people ducking under sticks. Slip of the tongue. Wow. Yes, I feel like this angelic creature, Mr. Darius, should definitely switch the teams, because women are just boring. Men are more interesting, funnier, and they're
Yeah.
probably prettier too. Honestly,
Yeah.
these interesting, pretty, beautiful men.
Yes,
These
yes.
women, trash women.
Yeah.
Maybe that's all this is. Mr. Darius just needs some time to find himself, and
Yep,
he'd be
he's
far
still
happier.
hiding in the dark corner in his closet.
Yeah. It's too bad. Mr. Darius, we have high hopes for you. High hopes for you to give up these boring women's
Yes.
and switch sides and find your true loves.
Yes.
You're getting all kinds of supports from the comments. People are going to love your new life and fully support you. Be a giver and a receiver, and heavens comes for you. Wonderful person. I wonder if there's any. I feel like these were men that commented. Was there any Indivimens? Any Indivimens commented? We might not be able to tell. Here we go. I have a feeling this guy might be hiding some extra feelings he has for men. That's exactly what I thought. Like, dude, you found all these qualities only in men and never in women? Exactly right. Just all women are boring, At least now all the women he meets knows to ignore him unless they want a quick hookup. Both men and women are difficult to talk to, in my opinion. I'm an introvert, and I support not talking to anyone. Now that is a true gender equality.
See, being an introvert has nothing to do with it. It's just you're not a people person.
I feel like that falls on lines with being an introvert.
No, introvert, you get energy from being away from people. You can still be social.
How? Online?
Not online. I don't know about online.
Okay. I find that if you talk to women like they're people, like pretend these women are human beings, you get much more interesting conversations than if you talk to them like they're sex dolls. That might be hard for him though,
Yeah.
because especially if they're not pretty. Ugh, talking to an ugly woman. What is even the point? What is even the point?
They're these creatures. Are
These
only
creatures that
built
are made for me's to get satisfaction, and they're not
Yeah.
even good looking.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Spit.
Let's fix this for him. If women weren't sexually attractive, I wouldn't bother talking to them. I am boring. I am not interesting, funny, or good source of conversation. I hate women, and I wish I didn't have to talk to them to get the only thing I want in life. Meaningless sex. Aww. Don't check his Pornhub history.
Oh my gosh.
No women's on there. No women's.
Mm-hmm.
So, does he talk to his mom? Of course.
Whoa.
He doesn't want anything from his mom, so of course he talks to her. She might not be interesting, and she's probably boring, but he talks to her, Not after she kicked him out for those firefighter calendars he'd be hiding. Okay. Sounds like my dude wants to date one of the homies. I, for one, give them my blessing. Okay. I mean, I tend to find men more humorous than women, but that's probably just because their sense of humor tends to align more closely with mine. I find discussions of most complex topics more enjoyable with women because they tend to have opinions or insight I hadn't previously considered. Sounds like he just enjoys living in an echo chamber. That's funny. Just basically hearing himself. I like the basketballs. I like the basketballs too. I like the beaches. I like the beaches too. Hey, would you wanna BJ's together? Yeah, I would like to BJ's together. Oh yeah. He could find happiness.
It's Billie Jean. It's not my
Lover. Well, anyways, Topsters, wasn't this wonderful?
Yes.
We learned something. We learned that not everybody likes the women's, and that's okay.
Yeah, you can go.
But I wouldn't consider them all
suggest
boring.
Get out of your corner of your closet. Stop saying this, or you might get hurt, and go out with
But the
more
team you're really
obviously-
rooting for,
Yeah, the
you
more
know?
obviously less boring, more funnier.
Funny, you know,
Yeah.
and there's tons of attractive men's too, so you can
Yes.
find. You know, you don't have to stick with these women that may not even be attractive to you because blah.
Disgusting.
Yes. So, anyways, Topsters, what do you tell our subscribers and potential subscribers?
Eat your cheese.
Eat your cheese. What flavor cheese? What tasty cheese?
I don't know. Would you like to choose?
How about smoked cheddar?
Sure.
Okay, taste the smoked cheddars of the cheeses. Like and subscribe and comment your favorite cheese.
Yeah.
Bye. Stop
Bye.
calling people rats.
Bye.